Okay, so you want to draw an image from a photograph and you want it to look like the photograph. You want it to be realistic. One way to do that, one trick that artists use, is to create a grid. A grid is basically a series of lines that you can use as a reference. So you're going to want an image that you really like looking at, that you want to replicate, and a ruler. I've chosen an image of my husband and daughter because I'm not going to get tired of looking at them. And you're going to want to mark, use your ruler to make tick marks to mark every inch along the top and the bottom. You do not have to use an inch. I just find it easy. You could use it half an inch. If you're really comfortable with drawing, you could use a bigger unit of measurement. And then I'm also going to make the lines across along the two vertical lines as well. Then, after I have all of my tick marks, whether it be an inch or a half inch, I'm going to connect each of the lines. So the first tick mark I made on the top, I'm going to connect with the bottom. It's a lot easier if you hold the ruler with one hand and hold it down, then use your pen or in this case you are going to want to use something dark for your reference photo, a pen or a marker. You don't want it to be too thick because you don't want it to you want to be able to see what you're drawing, but you also want it to be thick enough to see. So I'm connecting all of my tick marks to create the vertical lines. Again, I'm holding my ruler straight, holding it down firmly, and then drawing the line. Okay, so I have one box here that is a little bit smaller. That's okay, we'll talk about that later. Now I'm going to connect my lines here to make the horizontal line. All right, now, so what we are doing here is we are creating, it's a little bit hard here, I'm not, you need to have a flat surface, which I don't, so it's making my ruler a little bit difficult to use, so your grid will probably look better than this. What we are doing here is we're creating a grid so that when we draw on our paper, we're going to be looking at each individual square as opposed to the whole image at one time. So then I like to number so that I can remember which square is which. And this is going to make a lot more sense once we start drawing the image itself. All right, so I've got letters on the side and numbers on the top. It really doesn't matter. You could put numbers on the top and letters on the side. But what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to go, okay, now I'm drawing B2, or now I'm drawing C4, which I can see it's just my husband's lips there. So beautiful. Okay, so